Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is just an overview of Investigation 3, the coordinate plane. I want to warn you in advance, I am recording this on Halloween 2021, and I am giving out candy, so if you hear the doorbell, that is what's happening. In any case, let's move on along. Let's see. Okay, so you should have a paper copy of this, and it's also in Schoology. But this first page, why is this not? Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. My little tablet's not plugged in. There we go. Okay, this first page, it's just going to give you, and it also gives you the page number in the book, which I suggest taking a look at. This is not helpful here, but this first page has a lot of vocabulary, math vocabulary. For instance, coordinate plane, the x-axis, the y-axis, the origin, okay, which is 0, 0. Coordinates. It explains all of the quadrants. And this is something that you might want to put in your spiral for later. So this is all just information that you need to read, not skip. Okay, that's a smiley face. Okay, whatever. And then the first problem you see, this is actually on the first page, and you'll see that it says, see these pages in your book for help with example 1 through 4. So this is example 1. You're going to need to complete this. This is just reading the coordinates of each of these. Now, when you're given coordinates, you're given the x coordinate first, and then the y. So you run before you jump. Okay? So you'll need to fill that out. If you have any questions about that, let me know. It says you need a straight edge and a protractor. If you just grab a protractor... Oh, hold on. It's a trick-or-treater. Okay, so if you just get a protractor, you'll have a straight edge. Example 2, you're going to do exactly what it tells you to. It actually explains how to graph. And you can go here to check your answers. So I expect there to be a graph of at least 4 points here. Okay, and then example 3, the vertices, which is a fancy word for corners of a square, are located here. You're supposed to draw the square and find the perimeter and the area. And it explains how to do that here, and you can check your answers here. Okay, and then example 4, let me get a different color. 3 vertices, fancy word for corner, of a rectangle, so we know it's kind of shaped like thus, is located at these 3. You're supposed to find the corner, the 4th corner, the perimeter and area. Okay, it explains how to do that here, and then you can go here to check your answers. Okay, so we need to fill this out and this, and I need to see a rectangle there. Okay. So then we have question 1. The other 4 that we just did were examples. This is question 1. Graph these 3 points. Draw a line through that point. Now, if I have 3 points, I don't know, these are not the points, believe me. And I draw a line through it. The line goes endlessly that direction and endlessly that direction. The line does not look like this. That's a segment. Okay? And then it says name a point in the second quadrant, tells you where the second quadrant is, that's on the line. So some point here that's on the line. Okay? Number 2 says one vertex, corner, of a square is the origin. Remember, the origin is 0, 0. 2 other vertices, corners, are located here and here. Find the 4th vertex. You're going to put the coordinates of the 4th vertex there. You're going to draw the square here. All right, number 3, the perimeter and area of a rectangle whose vertices, corners, are located here. So you will use this to draw your rectangle, and then the area and perimeter you will find. Okay, number 4, you've got these 3 points, which are corners of a triangle. So we want a triangle. It might be this, we don't know. The triangle encloses whole squares and half squares. Determine, sorry, there's a trick-or-treater. Hold on. So it says determine the area of the triangle by counting the whole squares and the half squares. So you have so many whole squares plus so many half squares gives you a total of how many squares. So let's pretend this is not what your triangle looks like, I promise you. That this is your triangle. So that's a whole square, whole square, whole, 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 whole. Those are all whole squares. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole squares. This is not the answer. And then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 5 half squares. I would add those up to get my total units. Okay? Number 5, it says draw a ray. Now remember, a ray starts at a place and goes forever in another direction. It can start here and go forever in another direction. It's not a line. It's not a segment. It's kind of like a combo of the two. So what I would do is I would find where 10, 10 is. And it says you start at the origin, which is 0, 0. And you're drawing a ray through 10, 10. And then you draw another ray from the origin, 0, 0. To 10, 10. Use the protractor to measure the angle. Now remember with the protractor, this is going to be kind of a crude protractor. What you do is if you have an angle that looks like this, you line this up with the corner or the vertex. And then you're going to line up this line with either this side or that side. So let's pretend we line it up with that side. Okay, and we start at 0 and we go up to whatever it is, 10, 20, 30, whatever. Okay, if you need help measuring that, let me know. Number 6 is some practice with quadrants, first, second, third, fourth. So you'll tell me what quadrant these points are in. Number 7, you're going to draw a triangle ABC, with corners or vertices at A, B, and C. And then you're going to use a protractor to find the measure of each angle. So the first thing you want to do is draw your triangle over here, whatever it looks like, I'm not sure. And then you're going to find the measure of each angle. Okay, and then the last thing, it says Shay wrote these directions for a dot to dot drawing. To complete the drawing, draw the segments from point to point in order. So what you're going to do is you're going to find this point. So let's pretend this is 1, it's not. And then point number 2, you're going to draw a line. And then point number 3, whatever it is, you're going to draw a line. Do not plot all of these points and then draw lines because you'll get the wrong shape. You need to go in order. Dot to dot to dot. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions.